and we'll take questions.
First, I'm always thankful that you guys are on. You know, I have tremendous respect for Michigan State. Coach Izzo, best coach in the country, and that program. Pleased. Our guys came out ready. We got out-rebounded by 20 the last time we played them. Huge key for us. We really were connected. Our bench was excellent. Those guys came off our bench, gave us great energy. Our starters got us going. We really shared the basketball game. And obviously it's the first time we've ever beaten them, so long overdue, but we defended and we rebounded. And when we do that, we're a pretty good basketball team. So we're on to Northwestern.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start off with a question from Jerry.
Steve, I know you hold your defense to a high standard, but could you ever have envisioned holding a program like Michigan State to 37 points, and how did you do it?
Well, no, especially if you watch the first tape. But our guys were locked in, and we've had signs of being a good defensive team. Today we kind of put it together, and everyone contributed. Our length, steals, blocks, we had a little bit of everything. But our guys were locked in, and they were connected, and it makes a big difference. But against a team like that, they really can run, transition. They got a lot of points from the foul line last time we played. I thought we did a great job keeping them off the free throw line. Thought a huge key in the basketball game. But Michigan State's really good, and they'll win a lot of games. So pleased to be playing at home today, and pleased the way our guys performed from the opening tip. That was a 40-minute game.
We'll go over to Bobby Dillon, and then Bruce will be after him.
Steve, Miles was active again from the beginning, second straight game. Just talk about the contributions he made on both ends of the floor.
Miles, obviously you guys see what kind of elite defender that he is, but he does a lot of things for us. He's a good screener, he's a good passer, keeps basketballs alive. He can really guard, he's really gotten to the point where he can guard almost any position. And his best days are ahead of him too. And he's a great teammate. So real pleased. 14 rebounds. Big reason we don't get out-rebounded is when he puts up numbers like that. But I really thought, our guards chipped in. Gio got 5. Paul got 5. We got 7 from Ron. I thought all the guys kind of chipped in because they're one of the best rebound teams in the nation. And Miles sets the tone up front, and today he was scoring and so active. He earned a day off tomorrow, that's for sure.
Go over to Bruce back next.
Steve, you didn't start well in many of those games that you lost, and tonight you got off to that great start. So how important is it to get out of the gate for your team? And part two, Steve, is what does this say about the resilience of your program, the way that you've put together back-to-back wins?
Yeah, when you play Indiana's and the Michigan States of the world, it says a lot about our guys. Our guys, did a really good job, and we were getting off to some tough starts. Last time we played Michigan State, it was 11-2. So important to start these games. It's a league that, has obstacles every team you play, and if you start spotting teams 8, 9, 10 points, that's really hard to. It's really hard to catch up. Our guys just kept plugging. They believe in each other. Again, I loved our bench today. Those guys came off. I thought Montez was fantastic. Jacob Young does the things he does. Cliff gave us some good physicality. We didn't have him the last time that we played him. And the starters really were connected. So it was, great team win, and great to get off to a good start. It really helps, you as you roll into these tough games.
We'll go over to Richie with the next question, and then Aaron Brightman.
Hey, Steve. So I'm just looking at the stats now. I know Gio had 11, 5, 5, and 5. And he also had which if I'm looking at this correct, a plus-minus of 35. Can you talk a little bit more about his game today and how impactful he was?
Yeah, just so connected on every way. I think he got 5 steals, too. It must be a career high for him, or right up there. When he defends like that, he really helps us. And in the last 2 games, his defense has been outstanding, and we need him. He's very He's a very good defender, and he's very knowledgeable about our sets and the different things we want to do defensively. And then, in turn, it makes him connected on the offensive end in all our sets that we try to run. So, he played really, really well today. In the whole game, he was like a coach on the floor. And it really gives us a different dimension, too, when he's locked in that way defensively. He hasn't been in foul trouble. He's been really playing. So, really pleased and pleased with all of our guys. Paul Mulcahy gives us great minutes, and Caleb McConnell, it's good to have him back. He sticks his nose in there. He guards Henry. Henry, the last time we played, really had his way with us, and he had that assignment. He took it, himself. So these guys did really good job, and Ron Harper's always a factor, in the game. And I love the fact that he got 3 assists and no turnovers. So, some good things, out of everybody, and that bodes well for us. We're healthy for the first time, all our guys, and hopefully we can keep this going a little bit.
I can confirm that's a career high in steals for Gio Baker. We'll go over to Aaron and then Mike Ashmore.
Coach, the last 2 games, Miles and Gio have led the way on the court. How has their relationship, being in this program together the last 4 years, helped with the leadership of this team and led to more urgency in the beginning of games?
Well, those 2 guys have been through a lot here. They came in together. They're roommates. They've been a big part of us, changing the narrative. We got a long way to go in this league anyways, too. You can go on winning and losing streaks, but very difficult. But those 2 guys, they've been through the most, and they've seen the growth of the program. And when those 2 are locked in the way that they were today, then, makes us a much harder team to play against.
Coach, just curious, had that 5-game losing streak, put two wins together now, especially to win the way that you guys did tonight. Does it feel like you guys are maybe back over the hump and back in the right direction going forward?
We only worry about the next game. We got Northwestern. It is the number 1 league in the country. The most teams ranked, the most teams everything. We try to go 1 game at a time, and all coaches in this league are going to have some losing streaks. So we're excited, about today. We'll enjoy today for 5 minutes, and then we'll get ready for a really good, Northwestern team that we have to go on the road and try to figure out. So.
I see 2 more questions for Coach. We'll go to Jerry Carino and then finish with Bruce.
Steve, since we asked you every game about the team's free throw shooting, I want to ask you today when you went 10 for 12. What do you think of the way these guys are responding from the line?
Thanks, Jerry, for asking that question. It's a good feeling, 10 for 12. I don't have to answer that question for one day. They stepped up today and made them. I like the fact that we got to the free throw line. That was, most important, that we were able to get there 12 times to their 5. Our guys do spend a lot of time. They work on it, and really, happy that we were able to get there that many times and not allow Michigan State to get any. But, today's a good day. I don't have to answer that question. No more emails today about free throws. Thanks.
Steve, will we see those throwback uniforms again, the 82-83 Roy Hinson jerseys? Yeah. Because it was a good look, and it also provided you a nice win.
The guys love them, so it's a great tribute to that, that team. They were special here, and, our guys are excited about them, and I'm superstitious. So whenever we have a good outcome with a uniform, we'll definitely see it again.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Guys, appreciate you being on. Thanks so much.